After a big hiatus, I am back to my all 12 subscribers. I appreciate you. So, yeah, today I'm taking the role of Big Bro, and I'm telling you about something that a lot of people tell you to put aside. You have to take care of stuff first. It's daydreaming. Sometimes you just sitting in a classroom, at uni, or even at your part-time job, pissed off at the world, and you start daydreaming about a life that you actually wish to have. A lot of people be telling you that's an achievable dream, but it shouldn't be. Daydreaming actually is you're actually trying to, your brain is telling you, come on, we can fucking do this if we just put in the work. Also, at the same time, having the life that you actually wish for yourself and not the job that is secure and pays 45 to 50K a year, which is also, I'm not taking a hit on that. Believe me, I graduated uni as a mechanical engineer, so I could have went down that path. But at my last two semesters, I had already started a business on the side, a hustle. You may call it whatever it was, but I started making better money, and I decided, you know what? I'm gonna put all my chips in there, and it made me better money. And since then, I never looked back. But at the same time, it's also not my dream. But since I had people to take care of now, pays to bill, like bills to pay and stuff like that, I couldn't just say, all right, I'm gonna stop. But that is where my problem was, because I should have done just that. Because my dream was always to start a car business, to modify cars for people that actually love their cars and bring them to me and all that. And that is still my dream job. That is where I'm working towards. And that's where I'm gathering all my funds, all my life. I'm selling everything that I can get my hands on in my life that I do not need so I can have enough funds so I can actually start my own garage. And it doesn't have to be a fancy garage or anything. And that's what I want to tell you guys. Like, don't be thinking, oh, what would the people in my life think of or anything like that. Just do the shit that you actually want to do, basically. All right. Fuck everybody else. Literally, you have to have this mentality of fuck you. You're not my responsibility. I'm an adult. You're an adult. If that person that actually cares for you, it doesn't matter if it's your parents, if it's your life partner, it doesn't matter who. If they actually care about you and your health, there will not be an obstacle for your dream job, for your dream life. People that actually care about you will actually motivate you and try to push you forward to do the things that you want to do. On the other hand, a lot of people are insecure in themselves. They do not believe in themselves. And that also leads to them not believing in other people. So mostly they will be skittish when you tell them, oh, I want to do this or that. Like for them, it's, oh, but how are we going to do the other stuff? Like they think, okay, if you want to follow a dream, you have to first have like secure some stuff financially first, which is never the case. Most success stories came from people gambling their last fucking cent on themselves. That's how it's done. Like when you reach that bottom end, that's how you bloom into something better. Was always the case. I'm not, by the way, I'm not telling you go to a casino now and roll everything on red. Don't do that shit. I do not believe in actual gambling. That is an addiction that nobody should go down to. Believe I'm against it. I'm literally against fucking gambling. But what I'm telling you is the actual gambling on yourself. Like putting all everything into you, not into red, not go give your money to some other person. Actually, the whole money that you've gathered that you worked for, you put it on yourself. So that way you reach that thing that you actually want to reach. For me, it's just a quiet life where nobody disturbs my peace, where I can actually just work on cars without nobody knocking on my door and telling me, okay, today we have to do this or do that. No, it's you, your tempo. That's the life that I seek for myself. Everybody has a different dream. You may want to be like, I don't know, breast scales or TGR, all those guys. Then go do that. But watch out for one thing. Anybody that wants to sell you a course, please. Like, I'm just jumping from one thing to the other, but believe me, as your big brother, I'm letting you know, don't fucking buy into courses. Anybody that is selling you a course is scamming you, and I'm saying it like it is. Those fucking courses are scams. Nobody is gonna show you how they make millions with just you paying them like a couple thousand. That is not how it works. Like, people that have businesses that make millions in a year will most likely just search for a partner that will go 50-50. That is if they need more funds. Nobody will just come and tell you, okay, if you pay me 5K now, and they're, by the way, selling the same thing for thousands and thousands of other people. Their whole business model is around those courses. They do not make anything from the business side that they're trying to sell you. And a lot of people still getting scammed because a lot of guys these days want to make money quick. It was always the case, but now because of social media, that shit is spread like wildfire, which is not a bad thing. It's good to have like motivation to make money, but at the same time, nothing that is really good comes quick. You cannot just like snap your finger and make it happen. You have to actually work. I'm not telling you to work like 100 hours a week, but you have to actually put in the work. That is all I'm saying. And yes, at the same time, you have to fucking daydream. Right now that you're watching me, you're thinking about, oh, I would actually love a house in the area that you always drive through and you wish you lived there. Yeah, imagine that shit. Imagine that big house with the fucking like beautiful garden and stuff. That is your actual house. Yeah, I don't know. The new Corvette ZR1 that you saw the other day that came out with 1100 horsepower. You want that. Why couldn't be you? You be saying that shit. You should be saying, and not from a jealous point of view, but from a point of view of, oh, I'm gonna work hard for that shit. All right, now I have a goal, so let me put in the work. Okay, this is what I wish my life would be. Okay, even if I live in that house and I drive that car, and if I wake up in the morning and I'm fucking miserable, then yeah, I did something wrong. So at the same time, you have to think, yeah, money buys you happiness. I'm never gonna say the opposite of that. But at the same time, you want something where you wake up in the morning and you're still happy. Okay? To each guy, it's something different. Somebody wants a family with beautiful kids and a wife that actually loves him and doesn't love him for his money. Some other guys just want to wake up in the morning, find their dog, play with him, go out. You've got a couple cows there, you feed them, and that's your happy moment. That's your happy life. Everybody is different. Nobody's going to have the same dream as you. So you have to think about that, and at the same time, okay, how does work that makes me afford these stuff fall into the whole thing? Some people do not mind working like 70-hour weeks, and some people just want to work like 20 hours and not touch the laptop after that or drive to work. So it depends on you. Some people are just happy with making 2000 bucks a month. Some want to make six figures a month. So that's your thing. Do not let your parents, your partner, or anybody online tell you what your dream should be. That's all I'm saying. Everybody is allowed to have a different dream. Your dream shouldn't be dependent on what people think is cool. Your dream shouldn't be dependent on what your parents know. Because believe me, a lot of parents think they know shit, but they do not. And I'm not telling you do not listen to your parents. Take from their wisdom, take from their experience, but put in your own lens onto it. Yeah, times actually change a shit ton from our parents' time to our time now. So you have to actually make like a parallel to everything that they've had happen to them and then pull out your own conclusion on it. I did that with my parents' experience. I saw what happened to them, their stories, every experience they've had, and then after that, I've actually put in my own spin on it. And yeah, and some stuff they tell you stuff and they'll and after it actually happens, they're like, you should have listened to us. But I'm more happy that I've paid the price and actually experienced that stuff than me listening to them. That's all it is. Because that experience, like, it wouldn't have been bought with money. Now I have it. Now I know how it felt. Now I will never repeat it again. That's all. And yeah, uh, yeah, if you're a 12-year-old and you still dream of being like a MotoGP driver, like and a champion, go fucking do that, you know? Like, okay, dad, take a gamble on me. I don't want to go to college. This is my only plan. I only have plan A. I don't have plan B or plan C. I'm gonna like okay, instead of you taking like credit to go to college later, okay, we're taking credit to go into the championship. Of course, you're gonna have to have like talent and put in a lot of work also. I'm not telling you, oh yeah, if you just dream it, it's gonna happen. No, you have to put in a shit ton of work. And on top of that, a bit of luck also gets into the mix. Like nobody can tell you without luck, yeah, stuff happens. A lot of work. People put in like thousands of hours into work, and at the end, it didn't happen because maybe they should have put another 2 or 3 hours, but they stopped after the 1,000 hour. So you never know. So you should just, of course, head down, work, 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 but at the same time, some there has to be that click moment of okay, this is my lucky break now, and jump in on it. And yeah, whatever your dream is, you should actually invest into it. That's all. Take that course that you think you need. And I'm talking about uni courses and stuff. I'm not talking about buying a course of a person online that has a microphone in their hand and they're like, listen to me, bro. Okay, you want to make 10K each week? Okay, just buy my fucking course. It's gonna cost you like 5K. It's nothing, all right? It's just a bit of money. And after that, you're gonna start making millions a year. Lies, lies, lies. Do not fall for that. Please, for the love of God, stop falling for that bullshit. You may daydream. It's your right to daydream, but at the same time, at the end of the day, do not just believe that somebody is like Santa and is just gonna hand you stuff. Like there's no handouts in this world. Everybody that is telling you, "Oh, I can give you something," ask, "Okay, what do you want in return?" Because everybody wants something in return. Nobody's giving you something for free. Me, now I'm posting this video. Yeah, I'm hoping that my channel blows up. Why not? It's gonna be like a third income. I already have two incomes. This will be my third income if this shit blows up. If it doesn't, it doesn't hurt. I'm talking my ideas and I will watch this in a couple years and I'll be like, oh shit, yeah. I did talk a lot into a microphone where nobody watched and I only had 12 subscribers. But yeah, so what I can leave you with is dream big, daydream, have that motivation and use that also that anger that you get sometimes. Do not be jealous of others' successes. Jealousy is literally a sickness. Be happy for them. And at the same time, get angry at yourself a bit for not having reached that point yet and be like, all right, now I'm going to put my head down and actually put in the work. And even if you were putting the work and you feel a bit of that anger, you're doing it. You're in the process of reaching that point that you wish for. So do not start comparing yourself all the time. It doesn't hurt that sometimes you sit down and you check, all right, where we at right now. But what would hurt you is you always comparing yourself because everybody started in different orders. You can't be like nobody like started the same day posting videos like you. Nobody started the same day, sat in a car and started driving it, you know? It's different times. So, of course, somebody's going to have more experience than the other. And that would give them a bit more of an edge. So, of course, they will be ahead of you. That's all it is. All right. So, please, if you like this video and you thought you learned anything from it or just it tickled your brain, subscribe to this fucking channel. I'd actually appreciate it. Type in the comments if you think I said something wrong. Let's have a discussion, all right? It's an open space. It's not like we're in a communist country. And at the same time, give a like, please, all right?